Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm Sign1News anchor Jaydeep Gore. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. On October 28th, 25-year-old Shanquella Robinson traveled from her home in North Carolina to Mexico with 6 friends. A few days later, she was dead. Originally, the people Robinson was traveling with, who her parents say were all friends from college, told her parents she died from alcohol poisoning. But then, a disturbing video surfaced online, showing Robinson being thrown to the floor and beaten on the head several times. According to a copy of the death certificate obtained by CNN affiliate WSOC, Robinson's cause of death was severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability or excessive movement in the uppermost neck vertebrae. It's unclear when the video was taken or if it depicts the moment she suffered her fatal injuries. Now Mexican authorities have issued an arrest warrant for one of those friends. The suspect has not been named, and no one has been charged yet. But Mexican authorities confirm an arrest warrant has been issued for the crime of femicide, which means the killing of a woman because of her gender. The FBI is also investigating, and Mexican prosecutors are looking to extradite the suspect once they find them. We want to warn you. Some viewers may be disturbed by the graphic video we're about to show you in this next story. Back on March 11th of this year, surveillance cameras in New York captured the brutal attack on a 67-year-old Asian woman. She's wearing a black hoodie, black pants, and carrying a shopping bag, waiting for an elevator. Authorities say the attacker in the video, Tamel Esco, a black man wearing a short-sleeve, multicolored striped shirt and blue jeans, snuck up behind the woman and punched her more than 100 times and stomped on her repeatedly. According to prosecutors, the victim suffered multiple injuries in the attack, including brain bleeding and facial fractures, but she survived. Esco pleaded guilty to the hate crime in September. On Wednesday, prosecutors announced Esco has been sentenced to 17 and a half years in state prison. Earlier this week, we told you about the man involved in the catfishing murders in Riverside, California. Authorities say 28-year-old Austin Lee Edwards developed an online relationship with a teenage girl on social media by catfishing her, which means he got close to her by pretending to be a teenage boy. Police say Edwards then drove from Virginia to California, killed the girl's mother, grandmother, and grandfather, set her family's house on fire, and took off with her, driving for 2 hours until the pursuit ended with the girl fleeing the car and the suspect being shot and killed by law enforcement. Now the victim's family and police are issuing this warning to parents. Talk to your children, monitor them, know their online activity, ask questions about what they're doing and who they're talking to. Incoming House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries has made history. He is the first Black American to lead a party in Congress. His selection also marks a generational shift from 82-year-old outgoing House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who has led for 20 years, to 52-year-old Jeffries. Jeffries is vowing to seek common ground with Republicans. Democrats also chose Massachusetts Representative Catherine Clark to serve as House Whip and California Representative Peter Aguilar to be the next head of the Democratic caucus. For years, former President Donald Trump has fought legal battles to keep his federal tax returns private. Well, that battle is over. The House Ways and Means Committee just received 6 years of Trump's tax returns. The Treasury Department confirms that it has complied with a court-approved order to release the returns after the Supreme Court refused to stop it last week. Now House members have to decide how to proceed with the tax returns for both Trump as well as his corporate entities. It's not expected that any of the tax information will be immediately released to the general public. Flowers are piling up on the Hollywood Walk of Fame star for Fleetwood Mac singer Christine McVie. Her family says she passed away peacefully, surrounded by family at a hospital Wednesday after a brief illness. McVie was a singer and songwriter responsible for many of Fleetwood Mac's biggest hits. The band issued a statement saying she was the best musician anyone could have in their band and the best friend anyone could have in their life. McVie was 79 years old. And this last story is about actor Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Snickers bars. He recently posted a video of himself returning to a Hawaii 7-Eleven store where, as a teenager, Johnson says he used to steal a king-size Snickers bar every day. The Rock decided to make right his wrongdoings by buying every last king-size Snickers in the store, and then treating other customers to their own snack. The inspirational transaction left the store shelves completely empty, but Johnson said his heart is now filled. Wow. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. And you can also watch on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku.